I remembered the names.
Sir, what's your bar number?
My bar number is 011879.
Okay, you can call Yale. You're under arrest. Goodbye. You didn't arraign me with a bailiff. Goodbye. Call Yale. I'm a lawyer. Bye. No, he's under arrest. No, I will not look. He didn't give me his bar number. He's under international investigation for treason. Yeah, I'll go back to myself. Okay. Under international treason for not giving me the bar number. And she did not arrange me properly. So now he's wanted for treason and can go to Yale.
Good evening.
I'll go back.
Good evening, Your Honor.
You're done. Oh, okay, I'm good. Okay.
Are you Addison?
No, it's not.
Yes.
I can go on to the next one. I'm going to set his bond at $100 and give him a new court date.
Okay. I think Mr. Estrada's here.
Yeah, that's strong.
He's number 3 under felonies.
What did that make?
He's going to set $100 bond. That's what he just said.
Was that Schacter?
Shachter, yeah.
What number is Estrada?
Estrada's number 3 under felonies, Your Honor, on the list that we have.
Okay, so you have him there with you?
Mr. Honor, he's next. He's I think he's ready to come.
Oh, we don't have it. No, she has it. Alma, do you have number 8? Sir, can I have your name, please?
Ruben Estrada, sir.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel.
Good afternoon.
You're here today on charges of domestic violence, aggravated assault, domestic violence, kidnapping, domestic violence, aggravated harassment. The purpose for this hearing is to set release conditions on your case. The person sitting next to you will be representing you at this hearing only. Is the state on with us?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good evening. Do you have a recommendation on, this is Mr. Estrada.
Yes, Your Honor. We're recommending a $100,000 bond with pretrial services. As the court knows, based on the facts, there was an active order or a protective order in place. Even though there's a lack of criminal history, this was an extremely violent event involving the use of a knife. And as the court will see in the interim complaint as well, the fact that they don't live together, I'd ask the court to not give that much weight. If anything, it's more of an aggravating factor based on the events in this matter.
Okay, thank you. Counsel for the defendant.
Your Honor, we would ask that you consider releasing Mr. Estrada to pretrial services supervision, alternatively impose a significantly lower bond than the state requested. As Mr. Goodman noted, the interim complaint did confirm that Mr. Estrada and the alleged victim, in this case, Mrs. Estrada, do not reside together. He confirmed to me before the hearing that he does live alone. His family would be able to confirm that information. And I think, as Mr. Goodman also pointed out, Mr. Estrada has absolutely no felony arrest history of any kind, no domestic violence arrest history of any kind, and he is 40 years old. So given the fact that he's gone this long with absolutely no domestic violence history or felony history, and given the fact that law enforcement did confirm that Mr. and Mrs. Estrada do not reside together, we would ask that you consider releasing him to pretrial.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take the following actions in this case. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on July 7th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender in this matter. I'm going to set a secured bond in the amount of $50,000 cash secured. If bond is posted, release for pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including additional conditions: no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location. Sir, if you do post the bond and you are released, you'll be supervised by pretrial services. Make sure that you make the court dates or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Is he going back to housing?
Send us your name, but we'll get to that. Just that.
Hi, can I have your name?
Lexi Smith.
Just a little slower for me, please.
Lexi Smith.
Okay, hi, I'm Judge Hazel.
Uh,
You're here today on several things. I believe you have a warrant out of Graham County, as well as some new charges here. Let me get those up on the computer. Yes, you have new charges of possession of drug paraphernalia here, and you have a warrant out of Graham County. Does the county attorney have a recommendation on these matters?
Your Honor, the only recommendation I would have would be moving to dismiss the new Pima County paraphernalia case without prejudice.
Okay. I will dismiss that matter on your request then. Okay, and do you have any recommendation on the Pima County matter or the Graham County matter? I'm sorry. The
No,
judge,
Your Honor.
the judge in Graham County asked for a bond of $5,000.
Your Honor, the state would take no position on the out-of-county matter.
Does the defendant's counsel wish to say anything?
Yes, Your Honor, we would just ask for a nominal bond in the Graham County matter. Miss Smith does have a probation hold, so she's going to remain in custody at this point. So we would ask for a nominal bond for time credit, especially in light of the fact that the Graham County charges are just for personal possession.
All right, thank you. I'm going to affirm the amount set in Graham County of $5,000. Set this for review on July 28th to make sure that she gets transported appropriately, or the next status if she's still in custody here. Standard release conditions will apply in that matter, including no alcohol, no drugs if she is released. Ma'am, once you resolve your matters here in Pima County, you'll be transferred over to Graham County unless you post a bond. I always tell you though, don't post the bond before resolving your matters here because it could lead to some confusion. And
Okay,
so good luck to you, ma'am.
thank you.
Peter.
Are we doing Patterson?
Oh, I'm not sure. We don't do. Oh, that's all right.
Thank you.
Yes, might be also.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
David Allen Hall.
Mr. Hall, you're here today on warrants out of justice court. Do you understand why you're here today?
I didn't know that. I didn't know there were. I had one or a court date that I missed.
Yeah, one is for a DUI, and then I can tell you about the other one. What I'm going to do is set your bond in the at $200 and give you a new court date on Monday at 1 o'clock at Justice Court with Judge Garza.
Okay.
I am going to appoint Caitlin Walters to be your attorney. So your next court date will be on Monday at 1 o'clock. If you post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court. If you don't post the bond, you'll have court on Monday. And a total bond of $300 in your case, but both of your cases will be heard on Monday, okay?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
The mail down there?
Yes.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Hi, hello.
Can I,
My name is
go ahead.
Nancy Marquez.
Okay, you're here today because you have warrants out of justice court, a new charge. Let's take a look. I'm Judge Hazel.
Hello.
You have a shoplifting charge as well as a charge of liquor in a vehicle or liquor with minor, and you failed to appear and you had a warrant in that matter as well. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
What I'm going to do is set your bond at $100 in each case and appoint Janet Alschuler to be your lawyer. I'm going to give you a new court date on Monday, which is June 30th. Standard release conditions will apply. If you post the bond, you will be released, but then you must appear in court on Monday. If you don't post the bond, then you will be transported or have court on Monday and your lawyer will be there with you. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, good luck to you. Where is it?
Go back in the phone with Jojo. Vegas.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. She was 3 and 4?
All the way onward to the other sitting.
$100 to each one. So there's two.
Oh, can we have Ms. Marquez back, please? I'm sorry. This is Judge Hazel. Sir, can you switch with that person? Thank you. I'm sorry. Sorry, that was my fault. She's long gone. She already posted her bond and got released. The history she must be. Oh my goodness. So the dates are both the same. Is that right on this one? Ma'am, are you Miss Marquez again? What's your name, ma'am? Oh, you're muted. They have to unmute you. That's not the way. Is that the lady I was talking to?
Go ahead. Yes, I'm Nancy Marquez.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was talking to you about your justice court cases. You also have warrants out of the city of Phoenix or city of Tucson, and I missed those. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. You have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. What I'm going to do is in that matter, set your bond at $100 on your Tucson matters, appoint you a lawyer, and give you a new court date of July the 9th.
Wait, I'm sorry?
Your Tucson City Court date is going to be July the 9th.
Those should be the only ones that I have. I've never been to Phoenix. I've never been out of Tucson.
The city of Tucson is where your cases are out of. If I said Phoenix, I made a mistake. That's my fault.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, sorry, ma'am. You're all set now. You have a good day, okay?
Total. Vegas. Go ahead, sit down.
Yes. What? I'll talk to you later.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yo, Arturo Vega Padillas.
Can you help me with that, Dave? Could you say your name a little slower for me, please?
Leobardo Arturo Vega Padilla.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You have a couple things going on. You have a warrant out of justice court for a DUI, and then you also have a warrant out of South Tucson. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah, I do.
All right, on your South Tucson case, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of July the 15th at 10 a.m., but you're going to be released on your South Tucson case.
Thank you, Joe.
And then on your case from Justice Court, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of July the 21st. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, and make all future court dates, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll be there.
All right, you have a good day.
Thank you.
Fuentes. Come on, Fuentes.
I'll be right with you. Sorry, it was the police trying to get hold of me. Please?
Rosa Fuentes.
Ma'am, you're here charges to failure to comply with the court order. Do you understand why you're here?
A little bit, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of July or August the 5th at 1:30 p.m. in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. So you must appear in court on August the 5th. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name?
Shannon from the group.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have charges of theft. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of July the 28th at 1:45 p.m. in Tucson City Court. Any release conditions will apply, including don't return to the location and remain law abiding. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, you'll be released. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next one should be Hudson, right? I know the public defender was asking.
Oh, it'll be Mr. Antone, Your Honor. I don't think Mr. Ottison's down yet.
Okay, so it'll be number 6 then, huh?
Different list. He's number 1 under my felony list, but it's Jerusalem Antone.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
It's from Angela.
Okay, you're here today because you have charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. You have a warrant out of Justice Court, and you have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. So the state have a position on The felony matter.
Your Honor, the state's moving to dismiss without prejudice the new felony matter.
All right, let me take care of that first. Okay, sir, I'm dismissing at the request of the county attorney the felony matter you have.
Thanks.
Now you have other warrants. You have a warrant out of justice court for disorderly conduct, domestic violence. What I'm going to do on that matter is set the matter for Monday and set your bond at $100. Appoint an attorney to represent you. With standard conditions, no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. If you post the $100 bond, you will be released, but must appear in court on Monday. If you do not post the bond, then you'll remain in custody and that court date will be at 1 o'clock. Let's take a moment now to look at your cases out of the city of Tucson. You have paraphernalia and failure to appear charges out of the city of Tucson and trespassing, theft, and multiple warrants from the city of Tucson. What I'm going to do is set the matter for a video review on July the 8th. I'm going to appoint the Tucson Public Defender to represent you, and that'll be at 1:45 p.m. On that matter as well, I'm going to set your bond at $100. If you post the bond, you'll be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody, but you will have a public defender on all cases. Standard release conditions will apply. If you do post the bond in the city of Tucson, your new court date will be July the 31st at 9 a.m. You're going to get paperwork that has both of these dates and times on them. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name?
Jesus Dress.
Which number would that be? Still got one here. You have number 7? No, I have number 7. Okay. Sir, you're here today on possession of a narcotic drug. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, and
Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, requesting release to pretrial with a steps hearing, just based on the history and the nature of the offense.
Okay, attorney for the defendant.
We have no objection to that, Your Honor. We would waive time for the preliminary hearing so he can enroll in steps.
All right, sir, the prosecutor is offering you what's called the STEP program, which is a program that if you complete it, your case will be dismissed. I'm going to set this matter for a steps hearing on July 7th at 9 a.m. I'm setting it for a preliminary hearing on August 11th at 1:30 p.m. I am releasing you through the pretrial services. So you are being released. Your lawyer will give you some more information about that program. If you complete it, your charge can be dismissed. Good luck to you.
You'll be out today for pretrial first thing on Monday. Call your attorney on Tuesday and you'll be here on July 7th, okay?
thank you.
You'll also get the address.
Yes, I'm sorry. Hi, can I have your name?
One more time, buddy. Stephen Wayne Hamilton.
Okay, hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yes.
Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommending a $5,000 bond with pretrial services in lieu of no bond. The state's okay if the court sets a steps court hearing. The reason being is I'm familiar with Mr. Hamilton. He's currently on release. He was marked ineligible for that case he's on release for, at least for that matter, for the STEPS program. At least for the case he was on, again, on release for, he had approximately close to 30 grams of methamphetamine, which is definitely not a personal use amount, but just given the on release status, the state believes a bond with pretrial services in lieu of a no bond would be appropriate.
Okay, attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, we would ask that you consider re-releasing him to pretrial services supervision, given that Mr. Goodman is okay with him being screened for steps in the new case. So that would be our request. Alternatively, we would ask that you impose a significantly lower bond, given Mr. Hamilton's ability to pay.
Okay, well, considering that the allegation is that he committed the offense on release and should be held no bond, I'm going to honor the state's request. Set the bond at $5,000 cash secured. Set this matter for a steps hearing on July the 7th in the morning and a preliminary hearing in the afternoon. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't return to the scene of dislocation. So your next court dates are July 7th. If you are eligible for steps, then you would be able to complete that program and have your case dismissed. Your lawyer will talk to you about that. Good luck to you.
No, it's got a $5,000 bond in your books.
You never get that.
I know, he knows.
Forever.
I know. Ready?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Alicia Perinar.
And Your Honor, I don't know if the court and the state got copies of the warrant. I guess I just wanted to point out some information that's on the warrant about their desire to actually extradite her.
Well, there's information on there that city court doesn't want her, but the county court does.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
I mean, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I read the warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, okay, ma'am, you're here today because you have charges out of the city of Tucson for trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia. And you have a warrant from the state of New Mexico for your arrest. Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's requesting a $10,000 bond with pretrial services. The nature of the offense being trafficking controlled substances, given that the CR number associated with the matter is from 2022, this matter has already been pending at least for the past 3 years. In addition, as the court already noted, there is another warrant that is non-extraditable out of New Mexico for her arrest. And in looking at the CR number for that one has been pending since 2019. So it looks like she's been in absconder status from New Mexico for quite some time. So the state's requesting the $10,000 bond with pretrial services.
All right, I'm going to set the $10,000 bond, set this for a fugitive hearing on July the 2nd at 2:30 p.m. in Superior Court. Appoint the legal defender for the defendant.
So I have a,
Let's go on to her Tucson city cases.
so I can get out.
You could pay the $10,000 again.
That's not with the sponsors.
It's cash.
On the city charges, I am going to set this matter for a non-transport review. I'm going to release her, set it for a non-transport review on September the 5th. At 9 a.m. and I'm going to appoint the city public defender on that matter. So good luck to you, ma'am. If you do post the bond, you need to return to New Mexico and take care of that matter there.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Hi, can I have your name?
My name is Tanner Clemens Gardner.
Okay, you're here today on charges of domestic violence strangulation. We do have a victim that's observing. Madam Clerk, did they say they wanted to participate or just listen? This is the one with the victim? Okay. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's requesting a bond of $10,000 with pretrial services in light of the nature of the allegation, and there's some concerns about the defendant's ties to the community. As pretrial noted, I believe he's only been here for about a week in the area, Judge, and has ties to California.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, would ask that you release Mr. Clemens Gardner to pretrial services supervision. Pretrial services did score him at a 1. He does not have an NBCA flag. He's a 1 on the NCA scale, a 1 on the FTA scale. He has no prior convictions of any kind. It appears misdemeanor or felony. He has no prior failures to appear. I believe this is his first arrest of any kind. He has no prior felony history, no prior domestic violence history. Given that, Your Honor, we would ask that you give him an opportunity on pretrial services release.
Thank you. Based on the allegations, I'm going to set the bond at $7,500 and set this matter for a preliminary hearing on July the 7th. This is the public defender to represent the defendant. Standard release conditions will apply with additional conditions: no contact with any victims, don't go to the incident location. Sir, your next court date is July the 7th, sir. If you post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court. If you don't post the bond, you'll be transported to court at that time. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
That was Mr. Clemens. I think we should have silence ransom.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Philip Vincent.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today. You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and aggravated shoplifting. Does the state have a position?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a $2,500 bond in lieu of a no bond. I get that the conduct here isn't, super egregious, but nonetheless, two of his priors are for similar conduct. He's already on felony release for identical charges as it relates to the theft and paraphernalia. And quite frankly, I believe he's likely doing this out of, luxury versus necessity, given that the pretrial services report notates that he's actually employed.
Okay. All right, attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, he does have a hold from Superior Court. Given that, we would ask that the court impose a nominal bond for time credit. We would ask the court consider a lower bond given the nature of the charges before the court this evening.
Okay, thank you. What I'm going to do is set this matter for a preliminary hearing on July the 7th. I'm going to set the bond at $1,000 with standard conditions, including don't return to the scene of the crime, don't have any contact with any victims. Sir, your next court date is July the 7th. If you are released on all charges, you must appear in person at that time. Good luck to you, sir. Hi, can I have your name, please?
My name is Sabrina Romero.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on a charge of theft. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state's okay with release to pretrial given the lack of criminal history and the nature of the offense.
Attorney for the defendant.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to release you and give you a preliminary hearing on July 17th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't go to the incident location. And I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Ma'am, you are being released, but your next court date is July the 17th. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, pretrial first thing on Monday, and returning on Tuesday.
I think I must have my. There you go. It doesn't? I sent it over to you? I go to final review?
Hey, Mr. Austin?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Bobby Joseph Hudson.
Huh? Probably not.
You're here today on a charge of presenting prison contraband. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah, that's what they told me this morning.
Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, requesting a $5,000 bond based on the criminal history. He's got a pending felony charge as well as being on felony probation.
Does the defense have a position?
I give just a moment, Your Honor.
Sure. So I saw that guy and I told him, I can't remember.
Your Honor, what else do you consider release? I understand that Mr. Addison's been on probation for approximately a year. I understand that the nature of the charges, and I understand he has these other charges pending. However, the new charges that are pending are personal. The other new charges that are pending are personal possession charges. I understand that he does have family support. He will still be held on the probation hold and will have to go before Superior Court to determine if he actually gets help. But his request at this time would he be released on this case from.
All right, I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 and set this matter for a preliminary hearing on the release conditions. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in this matter. The court date will be July the 7th.
Talk to your attorney about it because it's just.
I think that case was dismissed, but. Huh? And this is something I need to do here? So we just need to change it, or? He's still on. Counsel for the public defender, could you unmute yourself now?
Yeah, I apologize, Your Honor. I was just confirming if we had that AHO hearing still.
I made a mistake on Mr. Antone, his felony matter. I believe the state moved to dismiss that. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Goodman, do you agree? Are you still there? Or are you gone?
I'm here, Judge. I'm just pulling up the specific rec form so I don't have to siphon through the one giant PDF document. But that is correct. On Mr. Antone's matter, we moved to dismiss the new felony drug charges without prejudice.
Okay, that's what I just checked the wrong box. I just wanted to make sure I was right.
Okay.
Okay, and thank you. I think the two charges that we have in Ajo are misdemeanors, so you don't need to stay around for those then. Thank you, both of you then.
Okay. Thank you, Your
Sounds
Honor.
good, Your Honor. Have a good night.
It's
Oh my, it's been an exciting evening.
As far as, what was your fiction about?
20 hearings. Oh,
it's frozen now.
Is it on
I'm off.
So now we need to switch over to Ajo, do we? But they're not, yeah.
Oh, I apologize, Your Honor. Ajo's here. Are you prepared for me to grab the first person?
Yes. Yeah, we just need to get the right screen up.
Okay, I'll bring them over. That way, while you're getting prepared, I'll have the first person over.
Okay. Okay, here's the message I'm getting on this thing here. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, it's just because did you try approving it? That's fine. Anton, just close it.
It won't.
It won't. Let's see. Let's see if it's still bring it. That's open there.
It's gonna crash. Let it, we'll just let it crash. It's thinking about crashing. It crashed. That's okay. I've crashed computers many times. I'm good at that.
And what it is that in the final review, all you can do is amend and save. So we just go for the full company.
Yeah, no, the whole thing's gone to Kadudi now. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Nolan Ryan Manuel.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm the judge to talk to you about your case tonight, okay? Let me get your case up on the computer. The computer wants to act up a little bit. So thank you for your patience. All right, there we go. You're here today on a trespassing charge. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of July the 8th at 9 a.m. in the Ajo Justice Court. So you are being released. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't go to that location. Do you understand?
So
No, that's for the one charge. You still have the other that you have for set for, so you'll still be here till the 8th for the other cases.
but
Hopefully, but it's up to the judge there.
Okay, good luck to you then, sir.
actually she I spoke on it.
Yeah, I'm going to see. We gotta get the other guys before first. Let's go back to this slide.
Were you able to get that Antone guys out?
I need to. Mostly the dosing and everything, it has the commitments of PB assessment. No one is this should be. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, sorry.
I have to do some people just wide it out.
Well, if he's released, he's released. They should accept that.
Yes.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Ian Gabrielness.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant out of Justice Court for DUI. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of July the 8th. So you are being
Yes, sir.
released, but you must appear in court on July the 8th. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Thank you, you too, Your Honor.
Yeah.
You can be seated. All right, this is the 8 p.m. initial appearance docket. We're going to call you all in here individually, tell you why you're here. When you come into this room, there's a lectern in the center of the room. Stand behind that, give me your full name and date of birth. I'll be giving you important information regarding your case. You don't have to try to memorize what I tell you because all the important things concerning your case will be contained on a piece of paper, some documents that we give you before you leave the area. If you're someone who's here on a probation violation matter that will be heard in Maricopa County Superior Court, Public Defender's Office is appointed at this time so that you'll have counsel at your next court appearance. If you're someone who is released, you need to make sure you review the conditions contained in the release order and comply with them. For example, if the conditions include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime or having contact with the alleged victims or witnesses, and you violate those conditions and you're taken into custody for that reason, you will not be released from custody easily again. All right, we'll start with Jerome Ned, and then it'll be Leonardo Luna. That's Mr. Ned. Full name, date of birth?
4/22/76, Jerome Ned.
All right, Mr. Ned, you were arrested yesterday, charged with these offenses, carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit it when law enforcement asked you. That's a form of felony. A possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. Possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. And possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Your problem is you were on release on another felony that has not yet been resolved. Under Arizona law, if you're arrested, charged with a felony, and released, which you were on the other case, and while you're on release from the first case, you're arrested and charged with a felony on another case, you're not entitled to have a bond set or be released under any conditions. So.
No matter what?
Huh?
No matter what?
No matter what. I have no discretion. If those conditions exist, you were arrested, released, arrested for committing a new felony, that's it. Your next court date will be July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
You can talk to your attorney about it then, but it is pretty simple. I guess it was Arizona's legislature's solution to people being arrested, released, arrested, released, arrested, released. They just said, hey, if you're arrested and released, the next time you get arrested, you're not being released.
I understand.
There you go. All right, Leonardo Luna, and then it'll be Justin Mitchell. Full name, date of birth, please.
Leonardo Luna, December 1st, 2006.
All right, Mr. Luna, you're on felony probation here in Maricopa County. They contend you violated conditions of probation, and they issued a warrant for your arrest on June 2nd with a $250 bond. Your next court date will be in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, for your revocation arraignment hearing on July 3rd at 8:30.
Your Honor, may I say I had no way to contact my probation officer because I had lost my phone and my mother didn't have her number, nor did I have her card.
Why don't you just call the adult probation?
I tried, and every time I would call, they would say they'll get with me, and I would be on hold for more than 30 minutes.
Let me tell you what the petition to revoke said, okay? Just so that you'll know. Number 3, condition 3, the defendant did not report as directed on April 30th and on May 6th. Last date reported was April 3rd. Attempts to locate include phone call to defendant's phone, call to family members, field visits to the residence that they thought you'd be at because of what you told them.
Your Honor, my probation officer has not shown up.
No, I'm telling you, this is what you know how many thousands of cases each probation officer has in a few years. They are very careful to try and get a hold of people as best they can. You've refused to actively participate and cooperate in the sober anger management skills at Taros as required. On May 5th, Taros discharged the defendant for failing to attend and participate in the program. Graduated responses implemented to address lack of compliance include use of cognitive tools and techniques, completion of behavior agreement, and drug testing. You didn't receive prior approval before changing residence. Then you've got all these drug tests you were supposed to participate in starting on January 15th that you did not submit to. So I'm sorry, but it's a pretty simple thing. I think anybody can call, say, I am a probationer, my name and case number is, I lost all the information regarding my probation officer. They look at punch your name in, and there's all the information. Anyway, your next court date, as I said, will be July 3rd at 8:30 at a revocation arraignment hearing, Superior Court downtown Phoenix. And you can post a $250 bond, but you'll get out, but make sure you show up.
Yes, sir.
Justin Mitchell. And then after Mr. Mitchell will be Hakeem Towns. Get your orders right over there.
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
Full name, date of birth?
Justin Young Mitchell, October 18th, 1992.
All right, Mr. Mitchell, you're on felony probation in Maricopa County, 2 separate felony convictions on January 27th. A warrant for your arrest was issued in each case for violating conditions of probation. $250 bond was set on each arrest warrant. Next court date will be July 3rd at 8:30, Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, and your order is right over there. Right where you came in. Hakeem Towns, and then it'll be Myra Sumpson.
Yes, sir.
Full name, date of birth?
Hakeem Sabir Towns.
Date of birth?
1/7/78.
All right, you're here. You have a new arrest that is alleged to have occurred. Let me see, get your
Yesterday.
Here. Alleged to have occurred yesterday.
Yes, sir.
All right. Criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. 2 counts of criminal damage, Class 6 felonies, and indecent exposure, a misdemeanor. The public defender's office is appointed to represent you. In this new case, a secured appearance bond in the amount of $12,000 is set. Your next court date will be July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. By the way, the county attorney's office was asking for a bond to be set in $50,000 cash only. You are also apparently on probation when this is alleged to have occurred, and your probation officer wants a hold placed on you. There are 2 separate probation. You're on, actually, one of them is a misdemeanor probation. The other is a felony probation that you're on here, and a $500 bond is set in each of those. Next court date, you'll be a revocation arraignment hearing, Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, July 3rd at 8:30 also. And your order, if you haven't got it right there, it's over there.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Is there any...
No, there isn't. You, according to the police report, you broke into somebody's house while they were there and were totally out of it. Had your pants down. Okay, I don't even want to describe what it was. And and their dogs attacked you to get you out of the house. So I'm sorry. Don't even waste my time, please. Okay. I think that there's a reason why the county attorney wanted a $50,000 cash bond. I'm only reading the police report. And
so my bond is $50,000?
No, that's what they asked for. I set a $10,000 bond. And you can, in any subsequent court proceeding, like your next court date, which will be July 3rd, you have an attorney appointed to represent you. They can request that the judge modify conditions of release. Right now, based upon the information I have, that's it. All right. Next will be Myra Simpson, and then it will be Kent Brown. Full name, date of birth?
Marlene Simpson, 5287.
All right, ma'am. You failed to appear at a not guilty arraignment on charges of burglary, a felony, on June 14th of last year. And a warrant was issued for your arrest with a $1,500 bond. Your next court date now will be, let me see, it'll be on July 3rd at 8:30, Superior Court, downtown Phoenix.
Your Honor, I do have a job.
Listen, and I don't care what your reasons were unless you've been in a body cast for the last 12 months and couldn't talk. You had 12 months to let somebody know whatever it is they need to know. And the only reason we find out some hardship that you're experiencing if you go back to jail is when you get picked up on the warrant that was issued a year before. I'm not going to listen to it tonight, okay? Next will be Kent Brown, and then it'll be Belinda Sepulveda. Full name, date of birth.
Kent Brown, May 6, 1984.
All right, Mr. Brown, you were arrested earlier today, charged with possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. Pretrial services says you're financially capable of hiring your own counsel. If that's not correct, you can request appointment of counsel in any subsequent proceeding, and I tell that to everybody in here. The bond amount that's been set in this case is $500. Your next court date will be July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. Then you're also on felony probation. Your probation officer wanted a hold placed. A $250 bond is set on the probation violation matter. Your next court date will be July 3rd, also in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix.
So my probation officer asked for the hold?
Yes, when they were advised that you had been arrested and what the charges were, that's a violation of term 1 of the probation. They notify us, and we determine how much the bond should be.
Yeah.
And
so one of my charges I saw was false reporting. I don't understand what that was.
Well,
at a Gilbert?
It is possession of dangerous drugs. If you initially gave false information to law enforcement, often, as long as it gets, and usually it's your identity.
Yeah.
They frequently, if it gets resolved real quick, they don't bother to.
So is it not on there?
Always charge it. Some officers, if they finally get the truth, don't.
Yeah.
So that's it.
I just didn't understand what that charge was. That's what the officers told me.
Only thing you're charged with is new is possession of dangerous drugs.
All right.
There you go.
Do you see on there that I've done everything that I've needed to for my probation? I've been going to my classes. I've got a job now.
Except possess dangerous drugs, apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I was able to be released today, I could save myself a job. If I don't get released,
I don't know what to tell you. You've got a grand total of $750 in bond.
Yeah.
If you can get out, make your court appearance, there you go. Pretrial services says that you're financially capable.
I won't be if I stay in here for that long. I'll lose my job.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess there are consequences of possessing drugs, using drugs.
I've also proven that I can show up to my court dates.
Well, yes, but I think your probation officer thinks that it would be a pretty smart thing if you spend a little time in jail. Then you think maybe I'm not going to roll the dice if somebody I know has drugs. I'm not going to use them. I can't listen. You know, I will tell you, I spend my life in a courtroom, an initial appearance court, and I see 20 people with your situation every single day.
Right.
You are the architect of your own misery.
Absolutely. I'm just asking for a little mercy so that I can keep my job I just got.
You really can't blame anybody but yourself.
I'm not
as
blaming
a grown-up
anybody.
adult, they give you all the services, and I feel sorry for people that are so addicted to something that. But I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm not blaming anybody.
Okay, well, anyway, so that I've told you what the conditions of release are, which is post the bond, and that's it. Belinda Sepulveda, then it'll be David Beasley. Your order's right over there. Full name, date of birth.
Belinda Sepulveda, 12/10/1978.
All right, ma'am, you were arrested earlier today, charged with 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs for sale, a class 2 felony. You had a prohibited weapon. I guess it was the way it was manufactured. It may have been a weapon that had the identification taken off. I don't know. Possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony. Possession of a weapon in the commission of a drug offense, Class 4 felony. And theft or control of stolen property, a Class 6 felony. I appoint the public defender's office to represent you. A $10,000 secured appearance bond is set. Your next court date will be in Superior Court on July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I will tell you that the county attorney's office wanted a $250,000 cash only bond. The vehicle you were found in, I think it had, what, $250,000. I've got it written down somewhere. Yeah, over $50,000 in cash, along with all the other drugs.
But they're not mine, though.
I know. Isn't it crazy? These people, you just get in the car, and the next thing you know, there were drugs all over, and that's sad. Anyway, there's your order right over there. David Beasley, and then Austin Thurber.
Beasley, David? Beasley, David.
Somebody must have put something in my water today to make me ornery. Full name, date of birth. Full name, date of birth.
David Beasley, 12/3/1964.
All right, Mr. Beasley, you were previously charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault on a first responder, Class 4 felonies, 1 count of resisting arrest with physical force, Class 6 felony, unlawful imprisonment, a Class 6 felony, and criminal trespass, a misdemeanor. There was a trial management conference scheduled for June 12th. When you didn't show up, they issued a warrant for your arrest. The judge that you were to appear before with a $50,000 bond. Your next court date now will be July 2nd at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix.
Can I get that bond award?
No, well, I don't know any more about you than what the warrant says. The judge who issued the warrant has had your case, knows a lot more about you. When he issued a warrant, I don't presume to know more than the person who knows, the judge who knows a lot more about your case does. It's your next court appearance, which will be, when did I tell you it was? It's in less than a week, probably here. Yeah, July.
Can I go ahead and ask for a fast and speedy trial?
Yes, you can do that.
Can I do it now? Can I do it now?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask?
I don't have any authority to give you a trial right now.
Can you give me a date?
I'm giving you a date for your next court appearance.
No, for the fast
But
and
if I
speedy.
gave you a date and you didn't show up, then where would we be?
Well, you gonna OR me?
No.
Well, then how am I not gonna show up? That doesn't make a lick of sense.
Because if it was in the way the system works to give you a trial date right now and you weren't out of custody, we'd have no problem getting you to appear. Anyway, Austin Thurber, and then it'll be Deneen or Denine Main.
I'm not done talking yet.
What do you want? Do you have a question?
Huh?
You have a question?
Yeah, am I gonna have the same attorney I had before, or?
I don't have any control over that. Very likely it would be.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, that should do it.
You know who's going to win the World Series? Ask me that this year.
Do you know who's going to win the World Series?
I have no idea any more than I have an idea about who your attorney's going to be.
Well, who's going to win the football? Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
The same guy that you had before you bench warranted. All right. Austin Thurber, then it'll be Denine Manginelli. name, date of birth?
Austin James Thurber, 6/7 of 1993.
All right, Mr. Thurber, you were arrested earlier today, charged with the following: possession of narcotic drugs for sale, class 2 felony, possession of a weapon manufactured. I'm trying to think of what that statute was, but I didn't look it up, but the rest of them I'm very familiar with. Possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a class 4 felony. Possession of a weapon in a commission of a drug offense, a class 4 felony. Theft or control of stolen property, a class 6 felony, and carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit it when asked by law enforcement. There was in addition to all the drugs they found, there was over $50,000 in cash, according to the police report. They say that you can afford to hire your own attorney. I kind of doubt that, but at the next court appearance, you can request appointment of counsel. A cash bond, appearance bond has been set in the amount of $100,000. Next court date, July 3rd at 8:30. For what it's worth, the county attorney's office was asking for a $250,000 cash only bond. All right, there you go. Your order's right over there.
What did you say the next court date was?
What's that?
What did you say the next court date was? July 3rd?
Everything I told you is printed on that form. And then after Mr. Danginelli will be Anna Elzaldi. Full name, date of birth.
Denise Maria Manganelli, 6/4/68.
All right. Where are you on? Okay. You were charged with possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. There was a trial management conference scheduled on May 28th. You didn't show up. The judge issued a warrant for your arrest with a $500 cash bond. Your next court date now is in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, July 7th at 8:30, and your order's right over there. Ana Elzaldi, and then it'll be Almeida Rodriguez. Full
Hello.
name, date of birth?
Ana Karen Lerma Elizalde, 10/26/1988.
All right, ma'am. A grand jury arrest warrant has been issued. The arrest warrant was issued on June 11th. That you've been charged with theft or control of stolen property, a class 2 felony, and fraudulent schemes and artifices, a class 2 felony. This warrant was issued with a $100,000 bond. The public defender's office appointed to represent you. Your next court date will be July 3rd at 8:30, Superior Court in downtown Phoenix, and your release order's right over there.
So it has nothing to do with me failing to appear to the courts that I had?
Well, I think you're in federal custody, right? Yes, and I think they probably know that, and the bond doesn't have anything to do with that. As far as I know, I didn't have anything to do with setting the bond. In grand jury arrest warrants, when a bond is in excess of $10,000 at this stage, initial appearance court, we don't modify them at all. I don't know if you knew the dates that these were alleged to have occurred. I think it was in February of 2023. The order's right over there.
Okay.
Where am I here? That was number 25. All right, Amita Rodriguez, and then it'll be Adlee Henry. Full name, date of birth, please.
Armida Rodriguez, September 29, 1988.
All right, ma'am, you were charged with possession of a dangerous drug, a class 6 felony, participating in a conspiracy to commit the crime of fraud, fraudulent schemes and artifices. That is a Class 2 felony also. I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're being released on supervised release to appear in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, July 3rd at 8:30. There you go. Your
I
order.
didn't hear the date, I'm sorry.
What's that?
I didn't hear the date you said on July what?
Everything I tell you is printed on that form, but
Okay.
it's July 3rd.
Oh, July 3rd, okay.
And the address is there, everything you need to know.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, you can get your order.
Oh, I'm done?
Ed Lee Henry, and then it'll be Joseph Shriver. Full name, date of birth? Full name, date of birth?
4/18/89.
And your full name?
Ed Lee Henry.
All right, Mr. Henry. You are here because the county attorney's office filed a direct complaint charging you with possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These offenses are alleged to have occurred in July of 2023. Pretrial Services says that you are not indigent and can afford to hire your own attorney. If that's not correct, you can request at your next court appearance appointment of counsel. I'm not going to go through all that right now. Your next court date is July 11th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Because you're being released on supervised release, you'll receive paperwork which will include the phone number of pretrial services. Give them a phone call within a few days of your release and touch base with them. All right?
Okay.
Everybody that's released on supervised release, they expect that, and may ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
What?
Does it mean I'm getting released so I can go attend to my work and get that back? Oh, sorry, I'm kind of nervous and...
No, you'll be out of here before the sun comes up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and the paperwork you have has the phone number for pretrial services. Within a few days, call that number. You'll have to identify yourself probably in the number of the case. They have you right there. They push a few buttons. They'll ask you a few questions. There you go.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
It's been a long day, sorry.
Yeah, you're telling me. Joseph Shriver, and then it'll be Rafael Romero, or Romo. Where are these people? Full name, date of birth?
Joseph Andrew Shriver. Date of birth is 07/27/1977.
All right, you were arrested earlier today, charged with one count each of the following offenses: possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony; possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony; possession of a weapon in the commission of a drug offense, a Class 4 felony; resisting arrest with passive resistance, a misdemeanor; and failing to obey a police officer's reasonable instructions, a misdemeanor. I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're being released on supervised release to appear in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, on July 11th at 8:30. And your paperwork that you get will be the phone number of pretrial services. Within a few days of your release, call them and touch base with them, all right?
Thank you.
Your order's right over there. Rafael Romo, and then it'll be Craig Beasley. Full name, date of birth, please.
Rafael Romo, 8/27/90.
All right, you, sir, were arrested earlier today, charged with criminal trespass, in the first degree, a misdemeanor. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in Guadalupe Municipal Court on July 16th at 8:30. The important conditions that exist are you're not to return to the location where this is alleged to have occurred. You're not to institute contact with the victims or witnesses, and if an order of protection is issued and you're served with a copy, you must comply with it. And according to the police report, the woman, and I don't know what your relationship is, whether it's family or not, was telling you to get out of there. And you were given the opportunity at that time to take your stuff with you. When you didn't, and you're instructed not to come back, and you did, to pick up, your reason you said was to pick up stuff. If you're there, you're going to be, and you're taken into custody for violating the orders of release that I've just announced. You're going to be taken into custody, and a bond, you're going to be required to post a bond. And you're just going to spend a lot of time in custody probably that you don't want to do. Don't go back. And if you need to have something there, you can call the local police department and they'll provide a civil standby for you. All right? Okay. There you go. Your order's right over there.
Thank you.
Okay. Craig Beasley. Then it will be Nina Sanders. Full name, date of birth?
Craig Beasley, 12/26/72.
All right. You are here on an out-of-county warrant. La Paz County Superior Court issued on April 28th a warrant for your arrest. You apparently have been charged with theft of means of transportation, a Class 3 felony, and another form of theft of means of transportation, a Class 3 felony. The warrant was issued on April 28th. It requires that to get out of custody that a $10,000 cash bond be posted. Your next court date will be in La Paz County Superior Court on July 2nd at 8:30. If you haven't bonded out, the La Paz County Sheriff will pick you up from here and take you to make your court appearance. Your order's right over there. Nina Sanders, and then it will be Oscar Jimenez.
Good evening.
Full name, date of birth, please.
Yes, sir. It's Nina Danelle Saunders, March 3rd of 1998. Sorry, 1988.
What's that?
I said 1988. I mean, never mind, 1988, but I said 1998.
All right. Well, listen, you were arrested yesterday, earlier today, charged with criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. County Attorney's Office appointed to represent you. You're also on felony probation, and your probation officer, when notified of your arrest about this matter, has requested that a hold be placed. This is what I'm going to do, given the circumstances and the nature of the offense. I'm going to, as I said, I appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and on the arrest today for criminal trespass, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, but you'll be subject to the supervision of your probation officer. You need to call him or her within 72 hours and explain what happened. Your next court date in this case will be July 11th at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. Then, on the probation violation matter, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Your next court date, this is a different date because their earlier probation violation matters are treated more quickly. July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, will be your initial appearance on the probation violation, because this is what happened today is a term 1 violation when you got arrested. All right, your orders are right over there.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Oscar Jimenez, and then it'll be Ryan Smock. Full name, date of birth?
Oscar Jimenez, 04-1798.
All right, Mr. Jimenez. A direct complaint has been filed by the county attorney's office charging you with possession of narcotic drugs. The warrant was issued on June 5th. The offense is alleged to have been committed in October of last year. The public defender's office appointed to represent you. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance to appear in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, July 11th at 8:30. All right, and your orders are right over there.
Thank you.
You bet. All right. I got interpreter matters and house calls. If we don't have an interpreter, I'll put the house calls on the record. You what? Ryan Smock? Well, I knew that. I thought yes, that's right. I completely forgot. Right, Mr. Smock, give me your full name, date of birth.
Ryan Smock, 05-20-1987.
All right, Mr. Smock, you were arrested yesterday, charged with possession of narcotic drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, public defender's office appointed to represent you. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance to appear on July 11th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. All right.
Thank you.
There you go. Your order's right there. Let's see. Smock. Is this, we have a Spanish interpreter?
No, Hindi.
Okay. I will see. Hold on a second here. Is your last name Malik?
Yeah, Malik.
All right. We have a Hindi interpreter on the phone.
Okay.
You don't speak English, right?
No, I have not speak.
Okay. Tell me when he's there. Okay. Can the interpreter hear me? Okay. Hello, can the interpreter hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. It's okay. There's a lot of noise on your end. Yeah, there's a lot of noise. It sounds like your microphone is being drugged through rocks.
Okay, let me join it again.
I'll see if we can, he can hear us. We have a speaker. Hello.
Hello, is it okay right now or no?
That's a little better. You're louder. I need to have Mr. Malik give me his full name and date of birth.
Okay. Should I go ahead and ask him?
Yes, well, we'll see what we can do. What part of the planet are you on? Hello? Well, we will in a minute. Do you think it would be better if we hung up and we reconnected you?
Let me change the area.
I can hear you now. Where are you? Out of curiosity, where are you?
Okay, I was in the room. I have changed the room now. Am I audible to you now?
Yes, I can hear you, although the sounds, the sounds of like a microphone being drugged through something. There you go. That's quiet now. Would you ask this person to give me his full name and date of birth, please?
Okay, yeah, sure. नमस्ते, आप मुझे कृपया करके अपना पूरा नाम बता दें और साथ में अपना जन्मदिन बता दें।
नमस्कार जी, मेरा पूरा नाम नीरज मलिक है। मेरे डेट ऑफ बर्थ 1 मार्च 1995 है।
ओके, और नाम क्या है?
नीरज मलिक।
Okay. My full name is Neeraj Malik and my date of birth is 1st March 1995.
All right. You, I understand, were in custody and could not attend the hearing where that was a not guilty arraignment on June 11th. Is that correct?
मैं समझ गया हूँ। आप जो हैं आप कस्टडी में थे, ठीक है ना? और आप जो थे, आपकी जो हियरिंग थी आप वो अटेंड नहीं कर पाए थे, ठीक है? क्योंकि आप वो 11 जून को थी। क्या ये ठीक है?
तो 11 जून को मैं आइस की कस्टडी में था, तो मैंने आइस वालों को 3-4 बार रिक्वेस्ट की कि मेरी हेयरिंग पे मुझे लेके जाओ, पर उन्होंने मना कर दिया। वो मुझे लेके नहीं आए। मैंने 10 को भी बोला, उनको 9 को भी बोला, और 10 को मेरी इमिग्रेशन कोर्ट थी, वहाँ लेके चले गए। उस टाइम भी बोला, लेकिन वो मुझे 11 को लेके नहीं आए। मैं जैसे ही यहाँ से रिलीज हुआ था तो सेम डे मुझे आइस ने अरेस्ट कर लिया था।
Okay. I was in the custody of ICE on 11 June. I have requested them to bring me to my hearing, but they didn't take me. And on 10, like it was my immigration, they bring me to there, but not to the hearing. And then when I was released, so then I came here.
Okay, but you're out of custody now, right? Except for this case?
तो मतलब अभी जो है आप कस्टडी में नहीं है इस केस के अलावा, है ना?
नहीं, मेरे पास सिर्फ यही केस है। वैसे मैं आइस की कस्टडी में इमिग्रेशन केस में था।
Yes, I have just this case now, right now, and I was in the immigration case with the ICE custody.
So you're out of ICE custody. You're not. ICE isn't holding you back from doing anything, correct?
तो मतलब अभी आप आइस की कस्टडी में नहीं हैं, है ना? मतलब अभी आप जो है किसी भी मामले में आइस के पास नहीं हैं, ठीक है ना?
हाँ जी।
Yes, you are right.
अभी मैं यहाँ पे हूँ। सुबह मुझे सारी वालों को हैंड ओवर कर दिया था आइस वालों ने।
Because madam, I want to know if I release him, is he actually going to be released, or is ICE picking him up and taking him back? That is, ICE is the immigration service.
मैं मतलब ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि अभी अगर मैं आपको यहाँ से छोड़ दूँ, ठीक है, तो क्या आप वाकई में छूट जाएंगे या नहीं? आपको आइस दोबारा से पकड़ लेगी और आपको अपने पास अपने साथ वापस ले जाएगी? क्योंकि आइस जो है वो इमिग्रेशन की सर्विस होती है।
मुझे नहीं पता इसका, पहले भी मेरा कोई मैटर नहीं था इसके साथ। मेरा जो केस था कैलिफोर्निया था इसका, और मेरी तारीख थी 2026 की, 10 सितंबर 2026 की। तो पता नहीं मुझे वो कैसे अरेस्ट करके ले गए। जैसे ही मैं रिलीज हुआ वैसे ही वहीं से अरेस्ट कर लिया मुझे सेम डे।
Well, I'm not sure about that because like at first I was also not aware of all that. Like I don't know about that. My date was of California and that was of 10th September 2026, and now I don't know that like they will arrest me again or not.
Do you show that there's a hold on, I'm asking the deputies who are here assisting me, does he show that he has a hold from immigration?
मैं आपसे मतलब ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि क्या आपको मालूम है?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता जी, मुझे इंग्लिश आती नहीं।
की मतलब
बात नहीं करते मेरे साथ।
इमिग्रेशन की जानिब से आपको कोई इमिग्रेशन की जानिब से आपको कोई पकड़ तो नहीं है कि वो तो आपको नहीं पकड़ेंगे?
मुझे नहीं पता जी, मुझे इंग्लिश आती नहीं और वैसे वो बात नहीं करती।
Well, I
He
don't
does
know
have a hold. All right. So that the officers here tell me that there is still a hold on him. So I'm going to change what I was going to do. I'm going to lower the bond to $50 so that if immigration releases you, you just have to pay $50 to get out of custody.
अच्छा ठीक है, मेरे पास यहाँ पे ऑफिसर्स हैं, ठीक है, वो कह रहे हैं कि मतलब आप पे जो है अभी आप पे आप अभी मतलब उनकी पकड़ में हैं, ठीक है ना। तो मैं क्या करता हूँ कि मैं अभी जो है मैं पहले जो कर रहा था मैं उसे चेंज करता हूँ, तब्दील करता हूँ, ठीक है। मैं आपका जो वो है मैं उसे कम कर देता हूँ, वो मैं $50 कर देता हूँ, ठीक है। अगर आप जो है $50 जो हैं वो पे कर देंगे, ठीक है, तो फिर आप उनकी कस्टडी से निकल आएंगे, वो आपको छोड़ देंगे, ठीक है।
Thank you.
All right, so
Okay.
Your next court date will be, let me sign this here. Your next court date will be July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
आपकी जो अगली हियरिंग होगी, आपका जो अगली दफ़ा आपका जो कोर्ट का तारीख है वो है 3 जुलाई, ठीक है, 8:30 पे होगा, ठीक है, सुपीरियर कोर्ट में डाउनटाउन फिनिक्स में, ठीक है।
ठीक है, ये अभी मैं यहाँ $50 पे करके रिलीज कर देंगे मुझे यहाँ से।
Okay, fine. And now when I'll pay $50, so then you will release me?
Well, if you post the $50 while ICE has a hold on you, they'll just turn you over to ICE. You will not be out of custody entirely.
अगर आप अभी $50 जो है वो आप अभी पे करेंगे, ठीक है, तो आइस कि अगर आपके पास मतलब उन्होंने आपको अगर पकड़ा हुआ है, ठीक है, तो फिर वो आपको जब यहाँ से छूटेंगे तो आपको आइस के हवाले कर दिया जाएगा, आप मुकम्मल तौर पे आज़ाद नहीं हो पाएंगे।
यहाँ से कब छूटेंगे जी?
So then when I will be released from there?
When ICE releases you, if they do, and I don't know they will, all you have to pay to get out of custody on this case is $50. If you're still in custody with ICE, you'll be getting credit for the time you're serving in custody in this case if I set bond at $50.
मुझे आइस का तो नहीं पता, ठीक है ना, लेकिन मतलब जब आपको यहाँ से छोड़ दिया जाएगा, ठीक है, और उसके लिए आपको जो है $50 जो है वो आपको इस केस में अदा करने हैं, ठीक है। तो अगर आप जो है फिर उसके बाद आपको आइस को दे दिया जाएगा, तो फिर वो आपको इस पूरे वक्त के लिए फिर वो आपको पैसे देंगे, ठीक है, जो कि आप यहाँ पे होंगे कस्टडी में, ठीक है। तो इस केस में मैंने आपके लिए जो बॉन्ड बनाया है वो मैंने $50 बनाया है।
ठीक है जी, वो $50 कल कैसे पे करना है?
Okay, fine. How I have to pay that $50?
If you pay $50 now, when ICE has a hold on you, you'll get out of here on this Maricopa County thing, but you'll be turned over to ICE. But if you get released by ICE, and the only thing holding you in is this thing in Maricopa County Superior Court, you pay $50 and then you'll be out of custody. I don't know how I can make it any simpler.
ऐसा है कि अगर आप जो हैं, अभी मैंने आपके लिए इस केस में $50 का वो मैंने आपके लिए बनाया है, ठीक है, कि आप $50 जो हैं वो अदा करेंगे। अभी अगर आइस आपको पकड़ेगा, ठीक है, तो आप यहाँ से निकलेंगे, ठीक है, और आपको उन्हें दे दिया जाएगा। लेकिन ये जो मैरिकोपा काउंटी की जो चीज़ है, ठीक है ना, ये आपको आइस को दे देगी, ठीक है। तो अगर आप जब आइस से निकलेंगे, ठीक है, और उसके बाद आप पे ये मैरिकोपा काउंटी सुपीरियर कोर्ट की चीज़ होगी, तो उसके बाद आप जो है $50 दे पाएंगे और आप फिर कस्टडी से निकल पाएंगे। मैंने आपको ये बहुत आसान अल्फाज में समझा दिया है, ठीक है।
ठीक है जी, पहले मैं यहाँ से आइस के पास जाऊँगा, उसके बाद जब आइस रिलीज करेगी फिर मैंने यहाँ के $50 अदा करने हैं।
So it means like from here first I will be handed over to ICE when I will be released from there. After that I'll pay the $50 for this case. Am I right now?
Did you understand what her question was? No way. Okay, you were breaking up. Yeah, you were breaking up enough to where we couldn't hear you clearly.
You could not hear me?
I hear you very well, but the noises that when you speak, the noises on your end seem to increase enough to where it's hard to understand what you're saying. Right now, I don't hear any noise on your end.
Maybe
I don't know what else to tell you.
Issue with my mic.
You what?
Maybe there is some issue with the mic.
What did she ask?
There might be some issues with the mic.
Yeah, there very well may be. All he needs to know is that there is the state of Arizona government, and he's in jail. He's got criminal charges against him. And when he didn't show up for a court appearance, they issued a warrant for his arrest. The reason that he didn't show up is because immigration, which is a federal government agency, a completely different agency, took him into custody. Our records show here where he's in jail here on the state charges, criminal charges, show that immigration has a hold on him. So if he paid $50, he'd just be back in immigration's custody. He wouldn't be released. So I set the $50 because if immigration does release him, all he has to do is post the $50 and he gets out of custody here too. Also, so I don't know how to make it any more simple. And I've got a docket I have to take care of. I have I got other interpreter matters that I have to get to because we've got another docket in a couple hours with 30 people on it, and I can't spend much more time on Mr. Malik's case. If he doesn't understand, I don't know what to tell him.
Okay. Let me explain it to him again. अगर आप जो हैं, आप जो 50 बक्स जो मैंने आपको बताए हैं, ठीक है ना, आप अगर इमिग्रेशन की कस्टडी में भी जाते हैं, ठीक है ना, तो अगर आप ये पे करेंगे, आप फिर भी मतलब नहीं छूटेंगे, आप फिर भी रिलीज नहीं होंगे, ठीक है। तो ऐसा है, मैंने आपको जो 50 बताए हैं, ठीक है ना, ऐसा है कि अगर आपको इमिग्रेशन छोड़ देती है, ठीक है ना, तो उसके बाद जो है आपने 50 जो है वो फिर पे करने हैं, तो उससे क्या हो गया कि आप कस्टडी से हैं जो है यहाँ से भी निकल जाएंगे, ठीक है। इससे ज्यादा आसान अल्फाज में मैं आपको नहीं बता सकता, ठीक है।
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Madam Interpreter. He seemed to understand. He patted his chest and nodded and kneeled like he thanks us. And that'll be it. I don't have any more cases on my docket tonight that the people speak your language. Thank you very much for your time and effort.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, I don't think so. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling Language for your language needs. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Okay, how about, do we have a Spanish interpreter? He's on right now? Oh, no, you're calling him, okay. Oh, man. We have him on. Can the interpreter hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I am the judicial officer this is an initial appearance court. Everybody here, of course, we don't have anybody left, but Spanish speakers have been picked up, arrested today. And the first one we will take, is it Alex Ramirez? Oh, are you Alex Ramirez?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, could you ask Mr. Ramirez to give me his full name and date of birth, please?
Señor Ramírez, ¿me puede por favor decir su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento?
Me llamo Alex Méndez Ramírez y mi fecha de nacimiento es 4 de marzo del 2004.
My name is Alex Méndez Ramírez and my date of birth is March 4th, 2004.
All right. Alex, you were convicted of a form of endangerment, a Class 6 felony, and driving while under the influence, a misdemeanor. You were to be sentenced on June 13th. When you didn't show up, they issued a warrant for your arrest with a $100 bond.
Y entonces usted había sido convicto de una forma de haber puesto en peligro en un tipo de delito grave de la clase 6 y también por manejar bajo la influencia, que es un delito menor. Se haría la sentencia el 13 de junio. Cuando usted no apareció, hicieron una orden de captura con una fianza de $100.
Let me ask my staff, does he have an ICE hold against him also? They're checking.
He has a hold.
He has a hold? All right. Mr. Ramirez, I set a $100 bond. Your next court date will be downtown Superior Court on July 3rd at 8:30.
Entonces,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Señor Ramírez, entonces puse una fianza de $100 y el día de corte será en la Corte Superior del Centro o Downtown para el 3 de julio a las 8:30.
Okay.
Okay.
If for some reason ICE releases you, you're not in custody with them anymore, you just post $100 and you get out on this. If it's before July 3rd, make sure you show up on your own where the nenext court date is, next court appearance is. You understand? Probably not.
Y si por algún motivo ICE lo libera y no está en custodia de ellos, entonces usted solo provea los $100 y usted saldría de esto. Si llega para el 3 de julio, asegúrese que usted aparezca por su propia cuenta a la siguiente fecha de la corte. Haga su apariencia. ¿Entiende usted?
Sí, pero si me detiene el ICE, ¿cómo puedo venir yo aquí estando allá?
But if I'm detained by ICE, how can I arrive here being there?
Hello? Are you
Hello,
there?
sorry, the line cut off for a while. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, just
Yeah.
you said a couple of words and that was real quiet, and then we didn't hear anything.
This is the interpreter. I will repeat the last segment from the client. If I'm detained by ICE, how will I be able to arrive while I am there?
I think for the same way you're here now, I think the county picks him up, takes him to his court appearance. Is that right? Do you know that, how he got here?
If he's in custody, the county takes transportation for court.
All right. Yes, the county will pick him up from ICE, take him to his next court appearance that I just put on the record, so he can be there. If I just want him to know that if for some reason, although I think it's unlikely, ICE releases him, he just has to pay $100 and get out of custody, even with us, but I'm pretty sure that'll never happen before July 3rd. I don't know why I even brought it up, because it's so unlikely, but anyway, and I'm glad that he's getting his court appearances here, and I feel that it's just really terrible that he has to be in custody just because he's here illegally. Anyway, next court date, July 3rd, 8:30, Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. The county of Maricopa will take you there to make your court date. Comprende? Go ahead, Mr.
Entonces, thank you. Entonces el condado, así como llegó hoy, el condado lo estaría usted recogiendo para venirlo a dejar. Entonces, y si usted fuera liberado antes del 3 de julio por parte de ICE, lo cual creo que es algo poco probable, usted solo tendría que pagar los $100 y salir de la custodia incluso con nosotros, pero estoy seguro que eso nunca estaría sucediendo desde el 3 de julio, porque es poco probable. Pero de todas formas me alegra que usted está teniendo sus apariciones en corte aquí, y pienso que es muy terrible que usted esté en custodia por estar aquí legalmente, como sea. Entonces tiene la cita para el 3 de julio a las 8:30 en la Corte Superior en Downtown Phoenix, y ¿comprende?
Sí.
All right. Thank you, Monsieur Interpreter. We have a couple of more for you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Gracias.
All right. Juan Cruz.
Buenas noches, señoría.
All right. Okay, we have Juan Cruz in the courtroom. Mr. Interpreter, I'd like to hear his name and date of birth, please.
¿Me puede por favor decir su nombre y fecha de nacimiento?
Sí, Juan Gerardo Juárez Cruz, 3/28 de 1973.
Juan Gerardo Juárez Cruz, 3/28, 1973.
Hello, are you with us, Mr. Interpreter?
Yes, I'm sorry, maybe the line cut off. This is the interpreter. I will repeat. Juan Gerardo Juárez Cruz, 3/28, 1973.
All right. Juan, you were previously charged with the crimes of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. A status conference was scheduled in November of 2023. You didn't show up, and the judge issued a warrant for your arrest with a $500 bond.
Señor Juan, entonces usted había previamente sido culpado de los crímenes de posesión de drogas peligrosas, posesión de drogas de parafernalia, una estatus de conferencia que había sido programada para en noviembre del 2023. Cuando usted no apareció, el juez emitió una orden de arresto por una fianza de $500.
Sí.
Your next court date is July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix on that charge.
Y su siguiente aparición en corte es el 3 de julio a las 8:30 en la Corte Superior en Downtown Phoenix con esas acusaciones.
Okay. Está bien.
You were arrested earlier today and charged with possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Commissioner, for that one, number 2, would you like me to assign?
Y usted había sido arrestado el día de hoy, más temprano, y se le acusó de posesión de drogas peligrosas, un delito mayor de clase 4, y para esto le asignamos un defensor público de la oficina para que lo represente con esto.
Okay.
Under Arizona law, if you are arrested, charged with a felony, and released, which you were on the older case, and while you're on release, in the first case, you are arrested and charged with committing a new felony, you'll be held without bond, no bond, under Arizona law.
Entonces, bajo las leyes de Arizona, usted había sido arrestado y se le acusó de un delito mayor y se liberó. Y tenía un caso más antiguo mientras usted estaba liberado. Entonces, con el primer caso que usted había sido arrestado y que se le hizo la acusación de por haber cometido un nuevo delito mayor, usted será detenido sin fianza bajo la ley de Arizona.
Está bien.
Your next court date in that matter is July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. Do you have any questions?
Y su siguiente fecha para la corte con respecto a ese tema es para el 3 de julio a las 8:30 en la Corte Superior de Downtown Phoenix. ¿Tiene alguna pregunta?
No.
All right. All right, your order's right over there.
Thank you.
Okay. We have one more, Monsieur Interpreter, I think. Or is that it?
No, we still have Elder Perez Martinez.
Where is that? Okay. Yes, one more. Elder Perez Martinez. There he is.
Hello, Mr. George. Good evening. I'm sorry about the situation. I promise never do it again.
We have an interpreter.
It's okay. We
You
can do it.
don't need an interpreter?
We can do it in English. It's fine.
All right. Did you hear that, Monsieur Interpreter?
Yes, sir. Would you like for the interpreter to stay on the line, or do you need any further assistance?
He looks like he's pretty confident. I've run into people. I'm pretty good at teaching people Spanish if they're tired of being in court all day. They seem to understand me a lot better when they get weary. So we'll take a chance, and thank you, Mr. Interpreter. Great job.
It's been a pleasure, and thank you for calling Lion Bridge for Language Net. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. Full name and date of birth?
My name is Elder Ivan Perez Martinez. Date of birth December 3, 87.
All right, sir. Let me get your case up here. There we go. You were arrested today, charged with driving while under the influence, a misdemeanor, and risking arrest with physicality, risking injury. That's a Class 6 felony. You understand?
I understand.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Pretrial Services says that you're not indigent, that you can afford to hire your own attorney. If that's not correct, at your next court date, ask them to appoint an attorney and they will determine whether or not you're eligible, okay?
Yes.
All right. I am going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, on July 11th at 8:30. Do you have any questions?
Do I have any bond?
No, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here before the sun comes up, I hope.
Oh, tonight?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Judge. I'm so sorry about this. This is a great lesson for me.
Thank you for helping us out.
Sorry about it, and thank you very much.
Good luck. Is that it? Okay, house calls. I didn't put them. All right, our house calls are Hayden Grove. Maybe I forgot about that. Hayden Grove is here because he has a warrant out of Pinal County Superior Court on drug charges. The warrant is a no bond warrant. I assume he's on probation. Let me see that. Let me make sure. I'm almost positive that, because I don't want to. Let me see. Some of these judges, they don't just issue no bond warrants. And they should know better. Let me see here. Let me get that. Where is the? Where is the warrant summary? I'm sure we probably don't have the warrant, do we? We just probably have an abstract. I'm going to modify that because it doesn't say he's on probation or parole. Wait a minute, I take that back. Now I know why I didn't question it. A probation violation. Okay, I'd forgotten that. So he'll be no bond, and his next court date will be in Pinal County, July 2nd at 8:30. Next is Shania Branberry. She was, 11/12. She was on felony probation for 2 separate felony convictions. A warrant for her arrest was issued, one in March 29th of 2024, the other April 8th, 2024, each with a $750 bond. In those matters, her next court date will be July 3rd at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, for a revocation arraignment hearing. And then she was arrested earlier today, charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 2 felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony, possession of a weapon and commission of a drug offense, Class 4 felony, and theft or control of stolen property. That's a Class 6 felony. Counsel will be appointed at the next hearing. A $10,000 secured appearance bond is set. Next court date in that matter, July 3rd at 8:30, Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. And I guess that's everybody, right? Yes? That's everybody, right?
I'm asking for one of them.
You're asking for what?
For Tyrone Davis. It looks like they have him here in custody, but I'm trying to clarify.
Okay.
For new charge or for probation.
Yeah, I saw that name, Tyrone Davis. It's not on my docket. I mean, it is on my docket printed, but he's not here. But he's one of those cases that probably very likely is a house call.
So I know that Peralta Never, and they talked to us about it because of like previous stuff. So the reason is that like the new charge was dropped, that was dismissed, so they technically didn't violate the probation because the new charge was dropped.
Okay, so he doesn't have to be, so he's released? Yeah.
He's got 14 hours, so.
So with that one, Commissioner, basically, the new charges were dropped.
Okay. Well, that's all I need to know. Fine. We don't have to do anything now, right?
No, so then technically he didn't violate his probation because he doesn't have new charges.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's the whole case. Let me see. You know, they didn't make a very good statement either. He was taken into custody by the sheriff, by his adult probation officer, a police officer, picked him up, but it was never a good description of what it was that he had violated, although he never got, not keeping up his registration as a sex offender like he should and everything, but they didn't really say that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm glad somebody else can worry about it.
Yeah, so for sure, the pretrial service